guys, this is Mrs. Metler. I know you know that, but I'm new to all this video stuff. Just wanted to say hi, and I sent out your lessons today. And what I want you to do this week is to read Mama's Birthday Party. That's with Francisco. He's the main character, and it's in your textbook. It's the first story. We're not going to be learning anything new, so we're going to start back at the beginning of that book and we're going to reread. I've already received some wonderful videos of some of your classmates reading to me, which I absolutely love. And I've also got to see some of your journal entries on Seesaw. Thank you. If you don't have Seesaw, then just take a picture and send it to me. I sent you my cell number. If you need anything, just email me back. I check my email about once an hour between 8 and 3. Tell your parents that if they need anything, just ask. Don't feel like you're bothering me at all. I am waiting for something to do. As you can see, I have my Kenny Rogers shirt on. My favorite singer, he passed away, and I love him so much, but it was kind of sad. But then my birthday was on Saturday, so the boys and I, the boys made me supper, and we played dominoes, and I lost by one to Mr. Metler. I was winning the whole time, but that's all right. And let's see. Oh, I had some ice cream cake. Oh, and Mr. Metler brought me some donuts in the morning for breakfast, which is my favorite. So I had a little bit of fun. Been going out and walking. Oh, speaking of which, little Chrissy went shopping for her, and you can see she's got a new little workout outfit, and she has a little thermos to, a little water bottle so that she stays hydrated, because remember, drinking water is very good for you. So she's been going for walks every day, and the one thing she's been enjoying is in Battle Creek. I don't know if you guys have driven around. There's people are putting stuffed animals in their windows, and so that you can go on a bear hunt. I don't know if any of you are interested in that, so that's something to think about, to go around and look in people's windows as you're driving or walking. We saw quite a few. Jackson and I did. We try and walk and go get the mail and come back every day. Um, so she just wanted to say hi today. She's not going to do anything major today. Um, today I wanted to read a chapter out of How to Eat Fried Worms, and because we were almost done, we've only got a little bit left. So we're on chapter 23. Cain, you always wanted to know what chapter we're on. We're on chapter 23, and Sophia, since you missed the other worm, we had that he ate the 10th worm and the 11th worm, and the 11th worm actually sounded good because it was under a whole bunch of ice cream and everything, and I love that. So, but I still want to eat a worm. I wouldn't do it. So here's 23. It won't work. Look, said Joe. Even if he remembers the worm while we're at Shea, he can't get one. Where's anyone going to find a worm at Shea Stadium? Don't worry. We'll say, we've won. You've won. We'll find a worm after he gets home, and we just keep on stuffing him. Peanuts, hot dogs, hamburgers, Cracker Jack, ice cream, orange soda, gum, Mars bars. You know how he loves to eat. You ever seen him refuse something to eat? By the time we start home, he'll be bloated, drowsy, belching. Remember the last time? When his father took us? He was asleep by the time we hit Peekskill. Your father will carry him in from the car. His mother and father will put him in bed. Next morning he'll wake up too late. You won! 15 worms in 15 days. He missed a day. Alan gnawed on his thumbnail. What about Tom? We'll ask him along and then just not pick him up. We can tell your father and Billy that Tom's mother called. He was sick. His grandmother died. Anything just so he won't have to bring him with us. Alan sighed. Geez, it'll probably cost me $8 just to buy all that food. Cracker Jack, hamburgers. Yeah, but it'll cost you $50 if he wins. Yeah, well, geez, how'd I ever get into this? If my father finds out... Alan slumped on the porch steps, gazing down at his sneakers, gnawing on his thumbnail. Come on, said Joe, slapping him on the shoulder. Cheer up. You haven't lost yet. Go ask your father. So remember, Joe and Alan are on a team. And so Joe is that sneaky guy. He's thinking that they're going to take him to Shea Stadium, which is actually a baseball stadium. So they're going to take Billy there and get him all filled with food, get him sleepy so that he doesn't even know. And when they drop him off, he'll forget to eat the worm. We'll see if that works. All right, chapter 24, the 12th worm. You think Alan really meant it when he said he'd given up? Asked Billy, turning down the flame under the frying pan. He was cooking a toasted cheese and worm sandwich. I don't know, said Tom, looking in the refrigerator. I suppose so. He asked us to the Mets game. Say, is that chocolate pudding? Yeah, but don't take any. It's for supper. I could just scrape some off the top, and then you could tell your mother it fell out upside down on the floor by mistake while you were getting the cheese out, so you scraped the dirty part off into the garbage. Well, said Billy doubtfully. Thomas Grout, said Billy's mother, coming in from the hall. I'm surprised at you. Ah, Mrs. Forrester, I wouldn't have done it. I was just, talking. Everybody talks. My father, Billy's father, Billy, my sisters, Annie, Charlotte, Polly. He was backing toward the door. Betty, Agnes, Columbus. I didn't know you had a sister named Columbus, Tom, said Billy's mother. Would you like some chocolate ice cream instead? Oh, sure, Mrs. Forrester, said Tom, relieved. He sat down at the table. It's my cousin whose name's Columbus. He grinned. Columbus, Ohio. He's a capital fellow, Mrs. Forrester. And then he had to grab the edge of the table to keep from rolling off of his chair, laughing at his own joke. Billy looked disgusted. His mother opened the refrigerator, shaking her head. Chapter 25. The car slid quietly to a stop under the street light outside Billy's house. Shh, whispered Alan to his father. Billy's asleep. His father glanced back at Billy snoring peacefully in the back seat, his plump cheeks sticky with orange soda. Alan, run up to the house and tell them I'm bringing Billy in. Billy's father met them at the front door and, taking Billy, whispered his thanks. Alan and his father went down the walk. Behind them, the porch light clicked off. In the back seat of the car, In the back seat of the car, Joe and Alan wrestled gleefully. We won! We did it! He'll never wake up now! Alan struggled to get out of Joe's grip and asked his father what time it was. Late, almost midnight, I think. Joe pulled Alan's head down and tried to sit on it. He couldn't do it now if he even woke up. How would he find and cook and eat a worm in the dark? We won! We won! All right, we'll stop there and we'll find out. Tomorrow is chapter 26. We'll see what happened. So Alan and Joe took him to the game, and now they dropped him off, and it was almost midnight. At midnight, that means that the next day starts. So if Billy doesn't eat his 13th worm before 12 o'clock, then Alan and Joe will win. But I think that's kind of cheating, don't you? I wouldn't like that if my friend did that to me. Okay, so I will put on Seesaw, and I'm going to figure out a way. We have some friends that aren't on Seesaw, so I'll figure out a way to send them the video, and I'll try and do a video a day this week so we can finish it. Then next week, we'll start doing some books that are related to some authors and maybe have some fun ones in there. Other than that, tell your parents, if they're listening, that Zoom meetings, we're going to try some this week. You'll be getting a link from email from me. We're going to try it in small groups this week just to see how it goes. And then I will contact you on what times will work the best for your family. So it's good to see all of you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. We'll read some more, and we'll see if it works.